Hi! This time around, I'm sorry. I'm back. What's up? It's your girl Jyoty, and I'm back with another of a shorter video. And it's more of a thought piece, or maybe like a warning or whatever. Basically, I just wanted to spread awareness on something. Yes. So I'm gonna ask you to hit the like button, even though you haven't even seen anything yet, but definitely hit the like button. And if you are happy with what you saw, then subscribe and leave a comment as well, just because I genuinely want to know your thoughts about this topic. Okay, I want to talk to you about healing crystals. Now, what I'm going to do is, instead of relaying all the information through this video, I'm actually going to provide you with different articles from different sources so you can pick which one you prefer or which one you believe to be better. I'll just start at the start. I only about 2 months ago gave into the, I'm just gonna say quote unquote hype, because I am still not sure on whether it does work or it doesn't work. Or the roller, I got a roller, a rose quartz roller to be exact, and set aside whether it works for me or not, it did get me into then all of a sudden looking up jade rollers. And what I noticed was how widely available these things were. And you know, even though I had seen the rage on social media and in beauty articles over the years, like, I didn't know it was this big. And what I also noticed was the big range in costs and people claiming where these stones or healing crystals used for these rollers were coming from. That then led me into looking into actually buying some healing crystals for myself. What are healing crystals? For those who don't know, healing crystals are materials that are far deep into the earth, the ground, that can be mined and are used for many different purposes. Over the years, they've been used for more aesthetic purposes, but we mostly will know them for their healing and almost medicinal properties from all different cultures around the world. And I guess in the last 5 years or so, that industry has had a mega boom. It's because the beauty industry tapping into it, social media aesthetics, and you know, kind of the idea of looking into alternative ways of becoming healthier and better becoming more popular. Now, I do want to clarify that this video is not about my opinion on those ideas and on those theories. Absolutely not. This video is more about what the popularity in these healing crystals is doing to people on the other side of the world. And now I will say that this obviously goes for anything and everything that we consume, but I just feel like maybe this topic isn't that widely discussed. If you go on Instagram, the hashtag crystals will show you over billions and billions of posts. Like, when I say this industry has become lucrative, I'm talking lucrative. You know, people like Gwyneth Paltrow and Kim Kardashian, Adele have all talked about, you know, how they either can't sing without them, they use them to relieve stress, they can't live without them. It's a whole thing. And also, the healing crystals really fit into the idea and this very popularized new practice of self-love. Crystals were initially popularized in the 70s, which I guess has a lot to do with the kind of countercultures that were coming to exist during that time. Still, a lot of people, I guess it's a bit of a 50-50 thing, do think of healing crystals as a new age belief, but people who do believe in healing crystals will say that they can pick up signals and channel these to the person using the crystals, therefore rebalance or align or malign energies, and this can lead to healing. Now, what a lot of people, I think, don't know is where these healing crystals come from and under what kind of conditions these are sourced. For example, Madagascar is an extremely poor country, and I'm not just saying this as someone who lives in like a first world country. No, you can actually look up the stats. As much as we know Madagascar as, well, very popularized because of the film, but also as like this beautiful untouched island, it is extremely poor, and the people living in Madagascar live under the poverty line. But what Madagascar does have is basically it sits on this crazy jackpot of all sorts of crystals, healing crystals, in its soil, below the soil, like in the deeper layers of its earth. Now, what I'm going to do is, instead of relaying all the information through this video, I'm actually going to provide you with different articles from different sources so you can pick which one you prefer or which one you believe to be better. So I've got 2 from The Guardian, I've got 1 from Cosmopolitan, and 1 from Glamour. And I on purpose have added these latter 2 because it is really interesting to me that even beauty platforms are speaking up about this problem. I think that says a lot. Basically, what all these articles will tell you is that not only are these healing crystals being unethically sourced because of the amounts of waste that comes with it. If we're just going to talk about the world and the planet, the amounts of waste that comes with sourcing these stones and jewels and crystals, but also the amount of human lives being lost because it's unregulated. And these miners who risk their lives every day and actually lose their lives every day to get these crystals don't even know where these are being sold or imported or exported, I should say, to, which is mind blowing. Reading these articles is not nice, I'll tell you that. It's really, really, really grim. And I am glad that I came across this. And yeah, like, I think if you weren't aware of this and you have any friends or you yourself are quite into buying crystals or products that somehow, you know, include these crystals in its manufacturing, please do share this message. I ask you kindly, because I think it's so important. And it's actually not that hard to make a little bit of a difference. I mean, I know most of us have just seen Seaspiracy, and we have now found out that even if an official label or a sticker on a label says that something is ethically sourced, it actually is still a lie. So for something like this, which is even harder to control, how will we ever know? I understand. But what I will say is, I found an article that kind of gives really simple and easy tips, I guess, on how you can double check or triple check to make sure where your crystals are coming from. One thing is that you should compare all prices across shops. You can do this online, but if you're seeing that someone is selling a healing crystal for 3 quid and other websites are showing 10 quid, it's probably very likely that the person or the company selling it for 3 quid is not getting their crystals in an ethical manner. Ask your sellers, whether it's online or in person, where they get their healing crystals from. If they can't answer that question or can't really go deep into it, you're better spending your money elsewhere. I think, and I assume, that a lot of these people who will live and work and make their money in this industry and world would be very proud to tell you if they have a very close one-on-one relationship with a particular family, because a lot of people who do this the right way can tell you who the family is or what family business in what country they're dealing with to source their crystals. And if they do, they'll probably want to show off this thing to you. And then another thing is, of course, to spread awareness and spread the message and share these articles, and just double, triple think about whether it's worth buying so many crystals and what kind of goes hand in hand with that. And I know that this goes for a lot of things that we like to enjoy in life. So again, I'm not naming or shaming or blaming anybody. I'm just trying to raise a little bit more awareness, because damn, like, you know, I almost feel guilty because I know that I myself partake in so many things where at the hand of it, there's something really painful happening on the other end. Like, are crystals the new blood diamonds? You know, because lives are actually being lost every day. And not for a lot of money. Like, it's not like when they do risk, these people risk their lives, that there's a big reward on the other end. There actually isn't. One of the articles quotes someone called Pyle, who says something very brilliant. She said, they're not healing to humans, and they would be far more healing to the earth if they were just left in the ground. And when you actually go reading these articles and go through all of them and see the stats and the numbers and the faces of the people, then you're gonna be very likely to agree with that statement. So I'm gonna link all the articles in the description below. If you found this helpful or even just interesting, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment, maybe even sharing more information, but also spread awareness. Share this video or the articles that I've shared below with your friends. Think twice, ask questions. I know I'm definitely going to be doing the same. I still haven't bought any crystals just because the idea scared me. Anyways, if you found this helpful, I'd like to hear so. And I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace! That was weird. Didn't need to do that. This jumper is beautiful, but it itches, so